The mean life of light bulbs from a factory is 180 hours and the standard deviation was 4.5. Given that all the recorded lifetimes of the bulbs had 5 hours added to them and then the totals were halved, calculate the new mean. Okay, so because they have been adjusted, the new mean will be adjusted in exactly the same way. So the new mean will be equal to, and we take the old mean, we add 5 to it, and we divide it by 2. So it turns out to be 92.5. Now, the new standard deviation then. Standard deviations are not affected by addition. So adding 5 to it's not going to make any difference to the standard deviations. So it's just going to be 4.5 divided by 2, 2.25. Okay, move on then to the next question. 8 girls were awarded the following scores. Okay, so we've got the girls, there's their singing scores and there's their dancing scores. We've got to rank them for singing and dancing. Okay, so we'll make out a new table for singing and dancing, and then we've got Sarah, Orla, Rachel, Maeve, Maria, Kate, Yasmin, Susan. Okay, so let's have a look for the singing. The best at singing was Rachel. Then Orla and Maria were joint. So what we do there, they would have been 2 and 3 if they had been slightly different. So half of 2 and 3 is 2.5. So both of them will get 2.5. So they both get 2.5. So that's 2 and 3 done. Now we go to the fourth, which would be Kate. Fifth is Yasmin. Sixth, Susan. Seventh, Sarah. And eighth, Maeve. Okay, let's repeat the process then for dancing. Okay, so we've got a joint first, again, Orla and Kate. So 1 and 2, the average of 1 and 2 is 1.5, so they get 1.5 and Kate gets 1.5. Okay, so that's 1 and 2 taken care of. So then we have Yasmin's 3, Maria's 4, Rachel's 5, Susan's 6, Maria's 7, and Sarah is 8th. Okay, so that's the rankings taken care of. Sorry if you didn't see me getting those written down. Okay. So now we calculate the Spearman rank coefficient. So the formula for it from our formula sheet is the Spearman rank is equal to 1 minus 6 times the sum of the differences squared over n upon n squared minus 1. Okay, so the only thing we're going to have to work out here is d squared. So d is the difference between the rankings, so we can work out d now. Okay, so working out d here, we get 1, 1, 4, 1, 1.5, 2.5, 2, and none. So the d squareds are going to be 1, 1, 16, 1, 2.25, 6.25, 4, and 0. So that means sigma d squared is going to be 31.5, and we know n is 8, so that means we're going to have r is equal to 1 minus 6 times 31.5 over 8 times 63, and that works out to be 0.625. Okay, and that would be interpreted then as a positive correlation between the rankings. The girls' rankings for singing and dancing. Okay, so the last thing we're then asked to do is we've been given the scores for singing and dancing plotted on a scatter graph, and we've been asked to draw in a line of best fit. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to plot the mean for singing and the mean for dancing. So we know the mean for singing was 82.5 and the mean for dancing was 82.25. Okay, so we've got to get that plotted as well as we can. Okay, so if we come in with a scale, okay. Okay, so we've got 2 mil represents 0.1. So we need, for this is singing, so 82.5. So 2 mil represents 1, so it's going to be 5 mil. Right there. Okay, so we're looking for a line about here. And then we need 82.25. Okay, now our scale here is 15 is 5, so 3 mil represents 1, so we're talking about roughly 7 mil. So about there. I'm trying to keep it parallel to the axis. So we're talking a point here. So our line has to go through that point, and we're trying to get it to split the points in half, same distance above and below. So there's 4 above, no, 5 above, so we need to, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 below, 1, 2, 3, 4 above. Okay, that's not far away. Okay, so there's our line of best fit. Okay. Now, then the next thing we're asked to do is to find the equation of the line of best fit. Okay, so to do that we're going to have to find the gradient of the point. Okay, so drawing ourselves a triangle. Okay, now let's see, these points would be that's probably 77, 79. And this point is going to be 91, 90. Okay, so then the gradient is going to be 90 minus 79 divided by 91 minus 77, so that's 11 over 14. Okay, so we've got the gradient and we've got a point then, so we'll say the point we're going to use is going to be the means, so it's 82.5, 82.25. Okay, so then we're going to use y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 82.25 equals 11 over 14 times x minus 82.5. Whoops. 82.5. Okay, so we've got our calculators. Y is equal to 11 over 14x minus 11 over 14 times 82.5 plus 82.25.